In the tumultuous era of the Genpei War, a young warrior emerged from obscurity to become a legendary figure, Ushiwakamaru, known later as Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Born in 1159 to the Minamoto clan, Ushiwakamaru's childhood was marked by tragedy. His father, Yoshitomo, was defeated and killed by the rival Taira clan, leaving the young boy an orphan. Fearing for his life, his mother entrusted him to the care of a loyal retainer, who hid him in the remote mountains of Kurama. There, Ushiwakamaru spent his formative years training under the tutelage of the mountain spirits, known as tengu. These supernatural beings imparted upon him extraordinary skills in archery, swordsmanship, and strategy. As he grew older, Ushiwakamaru's reputation as a prodigious warrior spread throughout the land. In 1180, the Genpei War erupted, pitting the Minamoto clan against the Taira. Ushiwakamaru, now known as Yoshitsune, joined forces with his elder half-brother, Yoritomo, to avenge their father's death. Yoshitsune quickly distinguished himself on the battlefield. His brilliant tactics and unmatched valor earned him victories against overwhelming odds. At the Battle of Ichi-no-Tani, he led a daring charge across a narrow bridge, scattering the Taira forces and capturing their leader, Taira no Minamoto. Yoshitsune's greatest triumph came at the Battle of Dan-no-ura in 1185. The Taira had retreated to the sea, hoping to make a final stand. Yoshitsune's fleet pursued them relentlessly, and in a fierce naval battle, he annihilated the Taira clan. The victory marked the end of the Genpei War and the establishment of the Minamoto shogunate. However, Yoshitsune's glory was short-lived. His elder brother, Yoritomo, grew jealous of his fame and power. Fearing that Yoshitsune would challenge his authority, Yoritomo ordered his assassination. In 1189, Yoshitsune was forced to flee with his loyal retainers. He sought refuge in the mountains of Yoshino, where he spent his final days in hiding. On June 15, 1189, he was betrayed by his former ally, Takayama Shigetada, and committed suicide rather than face capture. Yoshitsune's death at the age of 31 sent shockwaves throughout Japan. He became a legendary figure, celebrated in countless tales and legends. His bravery, skill, and tragic end have inspired generations of warriors and artists alike. In the annals of Japanese history, Ushiwakamaru, the hero of the Genpei War, remains an enduring symbol of courage, loyalty, and the fleeting nature of glory. His legacy continues to inspire and captivate people to this day. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the ancient battlefield, a lone figure emerged from the undergrowth. It was an elderly man, his hair white with age and his body bearing the scars of countless battles. He was Ushiwakamaru, now known as Minamoto no Yoshitsune. He had returned to the site of his greatest triumph, the Battle of Dan-no-ura, to pay his respects to the fallen. Yoshitsune walked slowly across the battlefield, his eyes scanning the ground. He remembered the fierce fighting, the clash of swords, and the cries of the dying. He had witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, and it had left an indelible mark on his soul. As he approached the spot where the Taira clan had made their final stand, Yoshitsune paused. He could still hear the echoes of the battle in his mind. He could see the faces of his fallen comrades, their eyes filled with both fear and determination. Yoshitsune knelt down and placed his hands on the ground. He closed his eyes and prayed for the souls of the dead. He prayed for forgiveness for the bloodshed that had stained this land. When he opened his eyes, Yoshitsune felt a sense of peace. He had come to terms with his past and accepted his own mortality. He knew that his time on this earth was drawing to a close, but he was content. Yoshitsune stood up and turned to face the setting sun. He took a deep breath and smiled. He had lived a full and eventful life, and he had no regrets. As the last rays of sunlight disappeared below the horizon, Yoshitsune vanished into the shadows. He was a legend, a hero, and a man who had witnessed the best and worst of humanity. And now, he was finally at peace.